Day 6 of the Diddy trial was intended to be normal reporters fighting for seats. The gallery was full of whispers of what could unfold, but the air in the courtroom turned electrified when the doors opened. And Monique, who won an Oscar, Firebrand, stepped inside, holding a black binder that would shortly transmit shock waves through the movies. No one knew she was coming. Not Diddy's lawyers, not the prosecution, not even the judge. As she took the stood, and there was silence, but for the faint creak from her chair. Then, in a voice like thunder, she dropped a bombshell. I have a tape of Shah Combs himself admitting to what he did to me and to other people. The room stopped. Diddy's characteristic smile was gone. Drawing. The artist rushed to get the moment. He held onto the table with his knuckles white. Monique wasn't just giving evidence. She was revising the trial, which showed a web of secrets that may pull not just Diddy, but also the untouchable elite who had protected him for 4 decades. What was thought to be a Hollywood feud that lasted for decades unexpectedly turned into a federal. The evidence she gave and the link she made. Diddy, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey, and Bishop T.D. Jakes went out of the courtroom stuck. She didn't simply bring words. Provided audio, receipts, timelines, and the type of truth that made people stop and listen. Get up and listen. For the first time ever, Monique was allowed to say it under oath. What she's been telling us to be careful about for 4 years. And what she said changes what we thought we knew about this test. There were already a lot of people in the gallery. Before the doors opened on day 6, journalists crowded the hallway, ready for a peek at whatever headline might come out. What they didn't see coming was the actress Monique won an Oscar, a comedian and ardent critic of Hollywood, walking in quietly but confidently through the side entrance. Diddy's lawyers talked to each other. Looks. Prosecutors moved papers around with new urgency. The air got thicker. No one had her name on any expected witness list, but the moment she got up on the stand and the energy in the room changed. Diddy wore a charcoal suit, looking nervous. He leaned in to his lawyer, whispering with a hint of confusion. There were no cameras authorized in the room, but sketch artists got it right. The moment he showed his trademark calmness stopped working. A little twitch in his eye. The tightening of his jaw. Monique sat up straight and spoke. Firm from the start. Word. They asked me to speak here. That's what I plan to do. Tell the truth. 4 years she had been telling people about what went on behind the drapes of velvet of Hollywood. She had told stories about being blackballed by Tyler Perry, Lee and Oprah Winfrey, Daniels. She stated people laughed it off, was angry that she was overreacting. But today, sitting under oath in the courtroom, those identical warnings were being treated extremely seriously. The judge allowed her to read from a timeline she had made. It told the story of her intimate interactions with people are now circling this trial like vultures, the precise times of meetings, calls, failed promises, and deals made in secret chambers under the pretense of chance. Prosecutors nodded in agreement. Some people are already looking at notes from before this Cassie Venter testimony. And just like that, the trial wasn't only about Diddy. Not anymore. Monique's second comment wasn't meant for Diddy directly. It was targeted at Tyler Perry and hit him like a rocket. She talked about a private phone call with Perry in 2018 during which he talked to Perry in 2018 when he said that not letting her in was unfair. Hollywood had been unfair. He said to me, wasn't right. Monique gave evidence. He said, He would say sorry in front of everyone. He never did. She says Perry told her instead, believe it would be better if he apologized in public. Blow back on folks who weren't ready to be open. When someone asked him who he was, Monique glanced directly at, shouted to the jurors, Puff, that's who. He was worried about Puff Daddy Diddy. Whatever you want to call him, he's in court. People watching gasped. Even the prosecution. The squad looked at each other. This wasn't only drama. It could have been proof of collusion across the whole sector. Monique went. She went on to say that Perry informed her he couldn't take the chance because there were a lot of individuals tied to too many NDAs. After that, she gave a transcript of a call recording where Perry said to her, things are going on that I can't be connected to, that I can't be a part of. In front of everyone. We have all seen stuff at Puff's parties that we shouldn't have to speak around. The judge let the transcript in to be used as proof, but not the sound for now. Waiting. Authentication. What made this moment so? The accusation wasn't the only thing that was powerful. It was the terrifying knowledge that a lot of Hollywood insiders may have known what was going on at Diddy's parties and kept quiet to preserve their own brands. Diddy's lawyers quickly objected, saying that Monique's testimony was based on guesswork, but the prosecution made a good case that it offered needed background on how stillness and Diddy's reputation management kept him safe 4 years and maybe helped abuse. Then came the time that really turned heads. Monique took a breath and changed her microphone and said the words that would be the main story in the news by end of the hour. I went to one of Diddy's. I left because I noticed parties. Things I shouldn't have. She said in court that in 2006 she was asked to come to a private party in Los Angeles. The invitation came through a acquaintance. Another actor told her it was private and for networking. Gold. Monique came to a big house on the Hollywood Hills. Valet took her phone. Someone took her inside. There were candles and R&B music playing gently, and a rotation of men and female guests were led to the back rooms. Think about a woman in high heels and a man in just a bathrobe. I remember one of Diddy's helpers said, It's all about experience here. You're safe if you sign the. That's when I left. NDA. Didn't sign. She never returned. What? There were whispers after that. Monique said. Her phone stopped ringing for a long time. Roles. Invitations to movie festivals dried out. A producer told her that she was being hard, but she constantly remembered that night. Thought she had become a liability when she left. Responsibility. The prosecution questioned her if she thought this was a good experience. Normal at Diddy's events. She nodded. I believe it was planned out like a system, and when I got cut off when I didn't want to play along. Her testimony was similar to what Ventura and others had said. Candle lighting, camera setups, and experiences. With hired escorts and luxury hotels that look like places to network.